This is Twit.
I just brought an app for fun this week. I really like to do silly things with my phone. I like to make memes of myself and people I admire. I like to figure out whatever I can do with it. And the thing is, Google is suggesting these apps to me constantly. So that's why they come across my way. Today I am bringing an app called Background Eraser, which you may be wondering why, to which I say, why not?
Yes.
Now, you remember back in the day when you would try to cut something out in Photoshop? Well, this is exactly what this app does.
Oh, okay.
Now, I'm just going to go ahead and start with a caveat, which is that there are ads here. I have not found a way to get rid of the ads. I've written the developer and asked them to please let me send them some money so I can get rid of the ads. It's possible maybe I just haven't dug the feature out yet.
I looked for it. I couldn't find it either.
Yeah. However, you know what? It works. So I'm not complaining about this. So, Jason, if you would please load a photo.
Okay, I'll load a photo. It was of the OnePlus 7 Pro on a table.
Now, I've done some harder cutouts, which I will show you one that I did before the end of our app here. But this one, so Jason, make it a little easier on yourself and shrink down the canvas size.
Okay.
Then click done. So you cropped it. Now you can go in and extract.
Okay.
So you have the manual on. So go ahead and put your finger on the screen where you want to. Yeah. So here's the thing about it. Now be careful.
Okay.
Because let me explain why. Because the cursor is actually a little bit off from your finger, where you're placing your finger.
Yeah.
Because when you're erasing when you're cutting out an object, you want to give yourself a little bit of buffer. So you see that when you zoom in.
Oh, I see.
That's really, it's actually really helpful to do that, because if you're using your fingers, it could actually be quite hard. But if you're using a stylus, then you can move the cursor a little closer. And I actually was using this app with a stylus and found it so much easier with that. But I mean, it really is just run of the mill erasing, creating negative space. There's also an auto mode. So if you want to once you're finished there, you want to very quickly hit the little auto button on the bottom.
Uh-huh.
And I believe when you hit a point on the background that you want to delete, it will immediately. Yeah, it's kind of like on Photoshop where it looks for it. And it's not always perfect.
Right. You've got a threshold that you can dial in.
It can help you with
there we go.
Get rid of the background. And then you would go in with the manual and kind of make it a little better. And there's an undo. So don't forget to undo if you feel like. So actually the little undo button is right next. Yeah, there it is. So if accidentally do too much. And there's also a magic mode, which is supposed to help you, it's supposed to help you do it by chunks a little easier.
Undo.
But I prefer the manual mode.
Well, actually, okay. So what magic mode seems to be doing is it's detecting the edge as I'm going over it. So I don't know if you can see this rough stuff from the table down here, but it's actually detecting the edge of the phone as I travel over.
You're
so that's
having
actually
an
really
easier
cool.
time with it because you're doing a phone on a plain background.
Yes.
So Victor, if you wouldn't mind queuing up the link that I sent, I had a hard time with this photo. This is Celine Dion on a bird scooter wearing a spiked choker and riding the scooter in heels.
Of course.
Celine Dion is.
We've all been out on the street and seen Celine Dion like this.
Listen, she's my queen. And I made a sticker out of this so I can insert it into WhatsApp or into Hangouts, just so I can send this to my friends because it brings me great joy. And I had a hard time using that particular feature on this because behind her was all these people because she was doing it at a stadium. But that's what I was able to do with Background Eraser. So if anybody would like that picture, it's on my website. You can download it and use it for your own silliness. But that's Background Eraser. It's extremely straightforward. Very special use case for this sort of app, but I found that I want to be able to do photo editing with my phone. And so I try to find apps that can help me in a pinch. And I think that if I needed to do this, extract an object from a photo, that this would be a really helpful way to do it. So
see,
background eraser.
I'm like pro of the auto mode now. Oh yeah, that's a much better edge. Cool. This is I just closed that ad. Oh, that's all you had to do. There we go. It's called Background Eraser, and it erases backgrounds. That's what it does. That's why it's called that.
Yes.
Good pick.
That's all it does.
For erasing backgrounds in your photos, choose Background Eraser.